Today, the Recording Academy will host its 20th annual Grammys on the Hill Awards. That's honoring music creators and members of Congress that help advance the music industry.
Yeah, and then tomorrow, Grammy-winning and nominated artists, songwriters, producers, engineers are going to head to Capitol Hill to meet with members of Congress to discuss the latest music issues, including the need to fund and protect the arts. Extremely important. And joining us now live is the CEO of the Recording Academy, Harvey Mason Jr. Harvey, so great to have you here.
Good to be here. You guys are having some fun on this show. Let's go. I love it.
We love to have fun, and
Yes.
we are excited that you are here. First off, congratulations being in charge of the Recording Academy. You've been to Grammys on the Hill many, many times, but what's it like coming now as CEO, as the man in charge?
Oh, well, a little extra pressure, I guess, to make sure we get this stuff right, but it's always been an amazing time. We have a great celebration. We honor some amazing people and do some really important work. You know, the things that we're trying to accomplish, it's very important that we have the relationships and create the contacts with the people here in DC. So it's great to be here. It's always fun being in the city. So glad to celebrate.
We're glad to have you here too. This is actually the 20th anniversary for this event. What do you think, looking back on these past 2 decades, has been some of the most significant accomplishments that you've had?
Well, I think just the fact that we've stood this event up has been very, very important, but also the meetings that we've had with the different lawmakers. We established the MMA, the Music Modernization Act, a few years ago. I was actually in town for that one. That was, I think, 2018. That was a huge accomplishment. But basically what we're trying to do is make sure we're advocating for music people, as you said in the intro, make sure that we are working with lawmakers and legislators to establish things that are fair and good practice for the music industry and the music community.
What can we as consumers do to help continue to grow and protect the music industry?
You can support people who support the arts, whether that's arts education or intellectual property protection, making sure some of the things that we're proposing in the legislation we're working on, making sure the people that represent you are voting the right way on these things. You decide who comes into the lawmaking position and the positions of establishing some of these new rules, laws, and regulations. We need to make sure that they are supporting the arts. It's not just music, but we're obviously here to advocate on behalf of music people, but arts and music is so important in what's happening in our country and our culture. We've got to support the arts. We've got to support music.
We're also uplifting some people tonight, some big honorees. Who will be the people that you are honoring tonight?
Well, first of all, the producers Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. We've got Ted Deutsch and Michael McCall, who have been great for us, both from the Democratic side and the Republican side, to support a lot of our proposed legislation. So there's a lot of celebrating going on. And we're going to celebrate the music community. We'll have Grammy winners, Grammy nominees in the house. It's going to be a fun time. Hopefully we'll hear some music, maybe get some people on instruments that probably shouldn't be. It's going to be a big night.
Have you seen a change in what you all are advocating for due to the pandemic and just kind of the way we've started consuming or writing or producing?
Yeah, you're seeing that in a lot of different ways. There's not only just the way that people are creating music, because obviously they can't go into studios, we can't have live concerts. It's starting to come back, thankfully, but also the things that we need as music people. People need help, and we've helped work on the HITS Act, which would establish the opportunity for people to fully expense the cost of studio recordings on their taxes. We've done other things that make sure that music people are included in relief package bills. So those are all things that the Academy has worked really, really hard on during this really difficult COVID period.
You are all incredible.
Yeah.
The work you do.
Harvey, I know that you just came in last night, so I hope you get to enjoy the city. And you're incredibly busy these 2 days, but thank you for joining us this morning, and enjoy DC while you're here.
Well, thank you so much. It's great to be here, and thanks for your support to music people. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. We have to do our part, as Kristen had mentioned.